Everyone, welcome to Hunter Gatherer Cooking. So I'm doing this video all about the process of how the smoke shed whales actually sort of makes their salmon. This is going to be part of a much bigger series of videos, or maybe I'll even string it all together. But look out for when I do a hunter gatherer sleeping video about staying at the hotel that the smoke shed is attached to, and also a massive trip up to Scotland where I actually go and see where the salmon comes from in an offshore salmon farm. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to introduce you to Tracy, who's one of the business owners, and she makes all the smoked salmon.
We smoke on a weekly basis, and they are limited batches, limited by nature obviously, and we will be showing Alex the process of when it arrives and how we cure it today, followed by removing the cure, washing it, how we look after the fish and preparing it for the smoker. Everything is available online, so you can have a look at our link, and Alex, I'm sure, will put it in, and you can order online, or you can even come to Llysmeddyg in Newport, Pembrokeshire, where we sell it in reception, and there's a long process involved, hence Alex coming today to have a look how it's done. This is where it all happens, all behind here. This is where we started preparing this morning and where we prepare the cure. We've got our secret mix of a high molasses content sugar and salt, and we mix those together at our unique ratio, which we believe has been tried and tested over a period of 10 years when Ed started the business. This is one box from Westeros, and this is how we receive it. So here we have the salmon that's been delivered today. We have 8 filleted, scaled. Handle it very carefully because we don't want it to get bruised at any point in the process. It's not too fat here. If it was quite sort of raised, in fact, we'd know that it was a bit of a lazy fish and hadn't been swimming against the tide as well. So it's quite a good lean, decent looking fish. We got 3 equidistant to holes into the back of the fish, skin side, so that we can put it down, skin side down, onto the cure to be soaked up, so this cure actually penetrates the flesh. This is the mix of molasses, sugar and salt, which gives its colour and flavour. I'll put a fine layer on the bottom of each tray, by hand, everything. Aim to put 2 to 3 sides in here, probably 2. Place it without the sides touching anywhere. Make sure it hasn't curled under itself in any way. And there we go. Then we'll put another one in here, which I'll just prepare another one, topping and tailing them, and then we will top off with cure. And you can see already that it's starting to take some of the moisture content out of the fish. I need to finish the other 16 sides that are in that particular box, and then I'll be stacking them up onto the tray and putting them into the fridge, and they'll stay in there for 10 to 14 hours, so overnight, and tomorrow we'll be washing them off. So following on from yesterday, I'm now going to show Alex the second process whereby we wash off the cure from the salmon. Cured salmon, and you can see the difference from yesterday. We usually allow it 12 to 14, 15, 16, 12 to 14 minimum, but 15 hours is a really good time for it to take on its flavour. Checking for any scales that have escaped that I may have missed, any pin bones, sometimes, you know, natural product, sometimes some are left in there. There we go, you can see this, and if I turn it over, you can see where it's taken up through the gaps in skin at the back, and very gently just turn it over and wash away any of the thing.
That is visibly firmer.
That is a lot firmer. You can feel that, so where the moisture content has been taken out, you can feel it's a lot firmer, and it's taken on a beautiful colouring all the way through. A pellicle is formed over the top. This goes in the cooling fridge overnight and will be smoked tomorrow evening.
Here we are at the smoke shed, and this is my chamber room. And in my chamber room, this is where a little bit of magic happens. I have choice when I smoke, and that's the flavour profile that we put onto our whatever we're smoking. We're actually smoking salmon right now. Fundamentally, the smoke that we all recognise is oak. It's got the base layer of fundamental flavour that you need. Here we go. We have chip and we have dust, and we use a combination of chip and dust. Equal quantities for me. The chip will keep the burn in, and the dust will flatten the fire out. So what we're after is a rolling burn. Down here we have, this is a very basic thing. We have a sawdust burner. Need to get the salmon. So this is the chamber. It's very, it's a super basic thing. All we have is a sawdust burner behind this chamber. We lay them flat. Some smokeries, they hang them. Everything is personal. We all have choices in how we do stuff. For me, I'd much rather the fish to be flat. So all these processes that we do are very, very simple, but each one has to be done properly. Otherwise, the end product is not right. In we go, done. The salmon are ready for smoking. Once I'm satisfied the burn is right, I'll leave it overnight, and this is going to be an overnight burn. We'll be going for over 12 hours, probably more like 14 hours. So we're going to set that up, leave it going, and I'll come back in 10 minutes to see how it's going. But what I'm trying to do is just get a slow burn.
It's the last day of the process now. I'm going to meet Tracy, get the salmon out of the smoker and get them in the fridge to cool down, get it wrapped up, and then it's home time.
And there we go. The fish here has got a lovely colour to it. You can see where the nature of the molasses content in the cure has given a really nice coloration on the fish, and it's really taken on the cure and the firmness and texture of the fish after it's been smoked and cured and gone through the whole process is well, it's a really nice piece of side of salmon here.
I can assure you, having gone through the entire process now, it was amazing to see it from start to finish, to meet all the people, to be part of all the businesses, and you'll see those videos sort of coming up on the channel. If you hit the subscribe button, please do that. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about this, then let me know. I'll put the Smokeshed Wales links in the description below, and yeah, let me know what you think. See you soon.